Bless you.
Thanks.
You want me to close the door?
Yep, that'd be great.
Okay. Got everything you need? Bless you.
Thanks.
You want me to close the door?
Yep, that'd be great.
Okay. Got everything you need?
Awesome. It is 7 p.m. We are just about to get started here. Everyone, I hope, is on here watching right now. Super exciting. And yeah, we're just going to get started here in a moment, everyone. Hope you're absolutely wonderful here today. And we're going to go ahead. I'm actually going to lower this down a little bit. There we go, so we can rock and roll. Hope you're all doing wonderful on this Monday evening. And without further ado, it is 7 p.m. here. I am going to get into it. Beautiful. So hey everyone, welcome to the webinar. I'm so excited to really show you all. Let's get cracking here. I want to show you all how to get the most out of your iPhone without being overwhelmed, tech savvy, or buying anything extra. And I want to make sure that this is streaming properly to everyone. I hope everyone is amazing. Let me make sure that this is working here. And awesome, sweet. All right, let's rock and roll. So here, everyone, is how to get the most out of your iPhone without being overwhelmed, tech savvy, or buying anything extra. So that is the title of today's webinar. I know everyone here has learned how to use a phone within the last decade. I know this is not new. The first thing I want to mention here is that if you've gotten overwhelmed in the past trying to learn new things, it's not your fault. Technology really is changing so fast that it's confusing. It can get confusing. And many times those changes don't come with instructions or a notice that they're coming. They just happen. If you're afraid that this is going to be a presentation where I just confuse the heck out of you and give you a bunch of like techno stuff and hidden features and stuff that's really complicated, it's not. It's not at all. Both of my parents are 63 and my grandmother was actually 89. And I teach people how to use their phones better in plain English. I'll be using plain English to talk to you today. Techno babble. Now wants you to believe that when they come out with a new device every year that you need to have it. But the truth of the matter is they make minor improvements and you don't need to buy into those new devices. All of the features I'm going to show you today have worked on all iPhones for years and years. But if you do have a new device and you have the fastest thing available on the market. I mean, I don't know where my phone just went, but I have an iPhone XR that I use, which is a lot of fun. And then I also have a, I don't know where my other phone went, but I have a brand new iPhone XS. And I really want to grab it now, but I don't know where the heck it went. All right, everyone, give me one moment. I want to grab my phone because I need it. All righty, let's rock and roll. Okay, sweet. Now I have my new iPhone because what I wanted to show you guys, the truth of the matter is, I really wanted to show you all. I wanted to show you all some cool things that we're able to do on the phone, like the super fast scroll where I'm able to scroll super fast, some animojis and some other cool stuff that I want to show you. And as well, if you're watching this, make sure you can click into the YouTube video and actually comment live. I'd love to see some of your comments. And so let's jump right back into it now that I have my device. Okay, cool. So while it may have been overwhelming in your past to learn new things on your phone, I'm here to tell you that you can know more than most 21-year-olds in just a few hours a day. Now, I did grow up with iPhones, but I taught people and I teach older people and people who didn't grow up with iPhones how to use them, and they come to me. So my goal for this web class, my goal for this presentation is to help two types of people. Those who are beginners on their phone and only know how to do a few things like browse Facebook, call someone, text someone, search on the web, but want to learn how to do more advanced things. Video chat, group video chat, animojis, use a ruler on your phone, download specific apps, etc. For those who are pros on their phone and want to learn all the hidden features that come with your iPhone automatically, that's the second person that I'm talking to here in this webinar, is those who already know how to use their phone really well, they're pros at it, and they want to learn the sauce, the secret sauce. They want to learn the hidden features that come with your phone, things like swipe to task switch, hyper scroll, share features, video backgrounds, face filters on stories, and playing games on messages as just a few of those things. So that's my goal. In the next 90 minutes, everyone, my goal is to show you that digital literacy is the key to get the most out of your iPhone. And I'm going to show you my proprietary system that will make it simple for you to get fluent. A little bit about me. Over the past 7 years, I've logged more than 14,000 hours using an iPhone. That's a lot of hours on an iPhone. Because of that, I got to regularly help my grandmother, parents, and friends solve their iPhone issues. And I even got my 89-year-old grandmother to using her iPad regularly to video chat, use Facebook, and more, which I'm going to talk about here in a moment. But it was not always like that. It did not come to her fluently, and it didn't come to me fluently either. So my grandmother bought an iPad one day and didn't have any experience. And I really had a desire to help her set it up because she raised me really well, and I always wanted to be of service to her and do anything I can. She's the one with the green scarf. My other grandmother was the one with the yellow turtleneck. And so I showed her how to use it. I showed her how to use Facebook. I showed her how to use Safari. I showed her how to use FaceTime. I showed her how to use banking. And I thought I had done a good job until one day she commented on Facebook something that was taken the wrong way, and it caused a ton of unnecessary family drama. It was towards my brother's fiance. We heard about it at holidays, and we heard about it for months after it happened, and she wanted no part of it. It was frustrating for her. It was unnecessary stress on her end that she didn't need. And I knew she didn't even mean to do it, and it made her not want to use the device at all. It just added overwhelm to how overwhelmed she already having to use this phone. And I can communicate effectively online. Had she known how to communicate effectively online, she wouldn't have been miscommunicated. And so time went on, and one day while I was helping her out, I noticed her writing down what I was telling her. And I had an idea. What if I could make her a guide that could teach her how to communicate better, be more productive, and have a better experience on her phone? And so there were really three things that I heard about her say that were so important. The first one was basics. She always asked questions about basics. And a lot of you who are professionals on your phone, who like me are doing a lot of stuff, you're not going to need to know a lot of the basics. But there are things that you will not know that you did when you start to look into the basics. So basics was the first category. Communication was the second category, like social media apps and all that stuff. And then the third category is productivity, getting stuff done faster. And so those were the three categories when I was working with her that I really found out were really the big three that made all the difference. And so, yeah, I noticed she was asking about those. And so I decided I would take those categories and build a guide out for her to use so she could be more confident, not be miscommunicated, and have more fun at the end of the day. And unfortunately, she had a medical emergency in December of 2019 and didn't know how to SOS on her iPad. And she actually passed away about a week later, 2 weeks later, from complications of that accident. And, you know, she was 89. She had things going on health-wise, so this wasn't a massive surprise. But, you know, if she would have known, I really felt a certain way about having went through all this with her, taught her these things week after week, and she didn't know how to use one of the main features of the device, which is the SOS feature. And up until that point, all of the information I'd given her was random bits and pieces scattered on notes, post-it notes around her home. And it really sat dormant until just a few weeks ago when I decided, personally, I owed it to her to take the notes and information I gave her, package it up into something that will allow someone to go from a beginner to an expert or an expert to a grandmaster and help others learn how to become digitally literate. She helped me realize I needed to help others with this stuff. And since then, I've put together the best way to become digitally literate, communicate better online, do more on your iPhone, and have more fun at the end of the day. Now, this has been 7 years in the making, and in testing out this system on my own iPhone habits, I've, number one, in testing this system, had countless friends tell me they didn't know how to do what I just showed them. I'll be using my iPhone, they'll see me do something, and they'll be like, how did you do that? And I'm like, oh, I did it by this, this, and this. And they go, oh my gosh. I've increased the speed at which I use my phone by 40%. Like literally, I use my phone 40% faster now that I know these hidden features and tips and tricks on what to do and how to do it. I've also increased my battery life by 20%. I know one of the big things that we all talk about is our phones die so much. And I've been able to increase my battery life by about 20% just by knowing a few key things, like getting a fast charger, getting a higher watt charger, low battery mode scheduled in times and things like that. And also I've gotten a ton of new fans, friends, and followers online from like the communication piece of it and Instagram and TikTok and all that. I now realize that this is way bigger than me and that I should give this same system to as many people as possible who are frustrated with feeling lost using their phones or are frustrated that they don't know more about their phone, right? They feel like they should know so much more, that they are so advanced. They should know the hidden features. They should know the tips and tricks and that. So here's the 3 secrets that I want to talk about on this web class today. Secret number 1 is why digital literacy is the most important skill you can learn today. Secret number 2 is how you can be a complete beginner and learn how to do more in one afternoon than most teenagers. And secret number 3 is how you don't need anything more than an iPhone next to you to become digitally literate. You do not need more than that. Everyone, the first secret is why digital literacy is the most important skill you can learn today. Now, the iPhone alphabet is the name of the system that I've created. And it's a system that will get you fluent in 3 sections: the basics and product. 70 tips, tricks, and hidden features and guidelines you can use to do more and communicate better. Listen, my grandma wanted help using her iPad and navigating online. And I started to teach her how to use the device. And I really noticed a pattern, as I mentioned to you. All of her questions revolved around 3 categories: the basics of the device, communication, and productivity. And I thought that there must be a better way to teach her, as she was still struggling even after a year of being with her each week. And so I put together the iPhone alphabet and taught from the 3 categories. She became digitally fluent. She was FaceTiming people, texting me, downloading Word, texting family, browsing Facebook, doing her banking, and more. Yeah, she downloaded Word Scrabble and like loved playing Word Scrabble. She found that completely on her own. And I realized that I could share the system with others, obviously people like you who have much more experience than her at 89 years old. But it was a great example of helping someone who really had 0 experience learn this skill. And she ended up communicating for years, probably 3 or 4 years, mostly off of her iPad and off of her iPad. And so learning that skill for her was imperative for her to stay active, to stay communicating with family and those things. Here is the system, everyone. Step number 1 is you choose what you want to get better at, or you choose an app. So you choose, I want to know the basics better, I want to know productivity better, which is like a lot of the tricks and hacks and features, or I want to know communication better, how to, send text message and emojis, and how to send GIFs, and how to play games and all that cool stuff. Step number 2 is you're going to search the iPhone alphabet for that category or app. Step number 3 is you're going to watch the guided video on how to accomplish whatever you're looking to do. And step number 4 is you're going to revisit it when necessary. Now, everyone, this has been 7 years in the making, and in testing out this system on my own habits, again, I have had countless friends tell me they had no idea how to do what I just did, and that once they figured that out, it was a game changer for them. I've increased the speed at which I use my phone by literally 40%. Like, it's so much of a difference. And I've increased my battery life by 20%. I've gotten tons of new fans, friends, and followers online. And finally, I've made it easier for family and friends to use their device. Now, here is apps that the iPhone alphabet covers, okay? It covers Facebook, TikTok, Messages, Snapchat, Camera app, overall guidelines. I'm going to hop back here. And I'm actually just going to make sure that I'm answering any questions you have in the chat or anything like that. If you're watching live on Facebook or on the page, you can click through to YouTube, and go comment. If you have any comments or questions, make sure you click through to YouTube. It should be up in that corner, and write a chat to me so I can see it in the middle. But so it's going to go over Snapchat, the camera app, overall guidelines, settings, iOS hidden features, automation, Google Chrome, music, Safari, calendar, Instagram, the App Store, literally over 15 different apps the iPhone alphabet completely covers. And here are just some of the basics out of each of the 3 categories that it teaches. How to use your iPhone to call 911 during an emergency, how to set any song as your ringtone, how to set video as your background, how to connect iPhone to a TV and mirror it, how to make your iPhone louder, how to check your warranty status. That's the basics. Communication, how to preview text and fast respond, how to send audio messages, how to play games with others via iMessage, how to create your own animojis, how to send GIFs, how to send messages with pizzazz, over 20 more of those. And finally, productivity, how to stop robocalls, how to customize auto respond while driving, how to operate other apps with Siri. Did you know that you can use Siri to operate other apps? You can search through Siri, you can have it turn on your home lights, you can tell it to text some person something at some time. It's amazing. And a ton more stuff in the productivity that are all tips, tricks, and hacks. So you're probably thinking at this point, I don't need more information. I need to know how to do this stuff. I want to know how to do the tips and tricks. I want to know how to do the hidden features. Well, everyone, that is exactly what the iPhone gives you. Whatever it is you want to get better at. Whatever it is you want to get better at, the iPhone alphabet is the way to do it via iPhone. Master iMessages? Check. Question in Safari? Check. Group FaceTime? Check. 70 guides to all the hidden features, tips, tricks, basics, and more? Check. It's all in there, okay? Let me go back, continue sharing my screen. So, again, in this day and age, everyone, this is the most important skill. And you're either going to walk the dog or walk the phone, if you will, or you're going to be pulled by communication. More than ever right now, we're all on lockdown still, and we realize that digital literacy is the absolute key to maintaining healthy relationships, to being heard online, and to connect with friends and family. I mean, it is the #1 skill, and we're seeing it more than ever in the times when we're on lockdown. Everything's going digital at the end of the day. iWorld arriving soon. I hope not, but that is the case. Communicating digitally, everyone, is just a language. Now, for languages, you need to be trained in a language to be fluent in communication. So if you don't know the language, you can't communicate. It is that simple. If you don't know digital language, you can't communicate. So that was secret number 1. Secret number 2, how you can be a complete beginner and learn how to do more in one afternoon than most teenagers. You can use the iPhone alphabet search system to find and learn new things in less than 10 minutes. And it's super easy. It'll show you hidden features, tips and tricks, and basically everything that is inside the iPhone alphabet. You can use the search system and find exact answers. All you have to do is open the iPhone alphabet app, pick a category or app you want to get an answer to, and voila, you have an answer. Now, I know I keep talking about my grandmother, but there were so many great lessons that she taught me before she passed on that I know, even though you're not in the same mental understanding for your iPhone of like her, like she really didn't understand it. I know you understand it a little bit more than her, but there's great lessons here. So she had a yearning to see my sister and her kids, my nieces and nephews. And my sister had a great idea to get her to video chat. Like, okay, we can't, what would be great? We can video chat. And so my grandma had never used a mobile device except a flip phone and had no idea where to start. And she was like 87 years old at the time. But no matter that, she bought an iPad, and the next day she asked me for help. And so I got it all set up for her, and then I taught her how to FaceTime. I told her why it's important, what you do, how you do it, and how cool it is to do. And I literally, everyone, cannot tell you the amount of hours my grandma and my sister and her kids spent video chatting each other from across the country. Priceless memories. There are precious memories that she would have lost out had she not done that. And I learned how imperative knowing these skills are, and that it's easy to learn them if you have the right teacher. And that is imperative. I came back one afternoon, she had downloaded and started binging on like word Scrabble and games. She got addicted. She did that on her own because of the literacy I gave her. And of course, she was able to FaceTime her grandchildren, which are all right there. And so step number 1 on secret number 2 is you want to choose what you want to get better at, or you want to choose a specific app. You want to get better at basics, communication, or productivity, then you choose that section, or you choose an app like Facebook that you want to get better at. Step number 2 is you search the iPhone alphabet for that category or app. Step number 3 is you watch the guided videos on how to accomplish whatever you're looking to do. So watch the guided videos. And step number 4, you're going to do the actions live on your phone while you're watching the video. That's what you're going to do. You're going to do them live. In less than 10 minutes, everyone, with no prior knowledge, you will know how to do what you're wanting to do without a question. Without a question, you will know what you're wanting to do. Now, secret number 3, how you don't need anything more than the iPhone next to you become literate. Inside your iPhone that will allow you to become digitally literate. Fast swipe, hyper scroll, group FaceTime, emojis, face filters, iPhone to TV mirroring, text message effects, text message games. It's all already in your phone. You don't need to get anything else to make these things happen. A few years back, I wanted to upgrade my phone, and I had been on the same phone for about 3 years. And I was worried about all of my photos, notes, and messages transferring over. And I really just didn't want to lose them. And you know the feeling when you've spent so much time on a device and then it's time to upgrade to a new device. You got to make sure that that stuff's there. And I wanted it to be seamless. And in the past, transferring phone information from an old phone to a new phone is super long, and it's tedious, and it requires some technical knowledge. Also, it required extra cables for my computer and other stuff that I just didn't know how to get or want to get. The cool thing is here, I was wrong, and I was glad I was wrong. I didn't need anything extra to transfer the old information. I got everything transferred over, all the photos, images, videos, text messages, apps, data, everything was transferred over. It was seamless, it was easy, and it literally took 30 minutes instead of the usual 3 to 4 hours, which it takes in the past historically. At the end of the day, I realized Apple makes it these days so you don't need any updates or new cables to do more on the device and make it easier to use. And since they don't need any updates or new cables, you don't need anything else but your iPhone. You only need to be like this person in a dandelion field. Here is the framework on why you don't need and how you don't need anything. Number one is you're going to choose the productivity category. That is what you're going to choose here. And this is where all the hidden features are and the tips and tricks. You're going to scroll to the features you'd like to get or are interested in. You're going to watch the guided videos on how to accomplish whatever you're looking to do. You're going to do the actions live while you're watching the video. And that's it. Now you know how to do it without buying anything extra, doing any updates, or downloading anything. You could be 2 times faster, more fun, and feel more confident on your phone. Now, the question I have for you is, will this work for you? You know, if you followed what I showed you in secret number 1 and started with the category or app of what you wanted to get better at, and then you did what I showed you in secret number 2, where you searched for the specific answer to your question in that app using the iPhone alphabet, you watched it live and you practiced it right there and then finally you used secret number 3 to go into productivity and find all the hidden features and tips and tricks. Do you think you could become digitally literate fast? Now, let me ask you a question. Obviously, I know it can be a little awkward on here being in a webinar, and let me pull back to my camera. Yeah, I know, like, so let me ask you this. How many of you are excited to learn about these things? How many of you are excited to learn how to do all these cool hidden features and tips and tricks and really dive deep into these categories? Let me know in the comments. Let me know in the comments. Click through to YouTube and let me know in the comments. I'd love to know. Okay. And then how many of you are a bit overwhelmed where you're like, this is kind of a lot. I'm not really sure. And there's a lot. It's just overwhelming. Well, I have a great Calvin and Hobbes comic that tells you exactly kind of how you could feel right now. And it's this right here. I'll give you a second to read this over. Maybe we can eventually make language a complete impediment to understanding. That is kind of what it feels like, though. It's kind of what it feels like not growing up with an iPhone or an iPad or a device and not being confident in it. That's kind of what it feels like. It feels like language is an impediment. Now, everyone, it's impossible for me to cover everything you need to become digitally literate here, but I did try to cover as much as possible on. Now, is it okay with you if I spend 10 minutes going over a very special offer I created to help you implement the iPhone alphabet? Okay, I'm waiting to hear from people. I love it. You know, if you guys, I know there's a few of you watching right now. If you don't want me to, if you don't want to learn this, that's totally okay. I already know all this stuff, so I can just leave right now and turn off the broadcast, and we can not move on. But if you would like to know, let me know right now in the comments on YouTube. Please let me know. Okay, so I didn't see anyone comment, and I know you guys are still watching, so I'm going to assume because you're still watching that you're okay with me going over this. And if it's okay for me to spend 10 minutes going over this, I would love to, and I'm going to show you it. So Here is what you're going to get in the iPhone Alphabet Masterclass. You'll be able to never have an unanswered question about your iPhone again. You'll be able to learn about all the cool tips and tricks as well as hidden features on your phone. And number 3, you'll never feel miscommunicated again. You'll be able to become twice, if not 3 times more confident using your iPhone on a daily basis. You'll be able to wow your kids, friends, and family with your new iPhone skills. And you'll have more fun on your iPhone. You'll be able to get rid of calling friends and family or kids, asking, how do I do this? How do I do that? It's not working. You'll be able to get rid of paying a tech support service to help you. You'll be able to get rid of not knowing the best way to use your iPhone. And finally, you'll be able to get rid of the overwhelm when trying to use your device to do something you haven't done before. When someone asks, hey, can you do this? And you go, well, I've never done it before. And then you get overwhelmed trying to do it. When I was first figuring out this stuff with my grandmother, I ran into a ton of roadblocks. I didn't know how to present her the proper information in the right order. And I didn't know how to empower her with that information more so. I didn't know everything she would need. And it took me over 14,000 hours using an iPhone to learn everything. That is why I created the iPhone Alphabet, everyone. Here's the time you can save by this. You can save time asking people for help and waiting for that person. You can save time waiting for slow tech support to help you. You can save time trying to sort through videos or Google to find the answers to things on your iPhone. You can save time, literally thousands of hours, trying to figure out all these different things. As far as money goes, everyone, you don't need to upgrade each year if you know how the phone best works. Most people upgrade because they think it's going to give them some new special revolutionary thing, but at the end of the day, they had everything they needed. So you don't need to go buy a new phone each year for $1,000. So that's $1,000 you're going to save right away. Number 2 is, again, you don't need to pay a tech support service to help you. So that's probably $500 or $600 a year that you're not going to need to pay. Everyone, we already talked about it. Everything is going digital. You got to know the language. You have to know the language. If you want to be digitally fluent online, you want to know how to best use your device or your iPhone. In order to speak the language, you have to know what to say. And if you don't know what to say, you can't speak the language. And so you need to know the language. And if any time has shown us this, it's right now. So everyone, here's what you're going to get today. You're going to get the iPhone Alphabet Masterclass. That is number one of what you're going to get in this offer, a $1,295 value. You're going to get the iPhone Alphabet search app. So the basics of how to use the iPhone to call 911 in an emergency. I already went over some of these things in the basics, communication and productivity, but the iPhone Alphabet search app, what you can do is you can open this app on your phone. We have a custom app that we've created for the iPhone Alphabet. You press the app open, you go right to a search page, and you search the result of what you want, or you go to the category and you find it and you go read the video. So it's all at your fingertips. All of this information and these how-tos are at your fingertips. Now, who does this work for? This works for people who have used an iPhone for years like me and just want to know all the hidden features and tips and tricks. We're going to give you who are new to the iPhone and want a basic understanding of what it does. Number 3, people who have trouble with certain apps and want clarity on how to use those apps. And number 4 is people who have an old or new iPhone or an iPad. It does not matter what year your iPhone is from. Now, I get it. You already know a lot about your iPhone. I've used an iPhone for over 7 years now, and I've wanted to increase productivity. I know that if you're watching this and you're like, gosh, you're talking to me about all these things that I already know how to do. Listen, I did not scratch the surface of the things you can do with the iPhone Alphabet. And I've used an iPhone for 7 years now, and I literally keep finding things that I didn't know I could do. Even though I know a ton about my iPhone, this full guide to digital literacy has shown that even if you think you know a lot, there's literally at least 20 things in the alphabet you did not know you could do that will help you become more digitally literate. So the first thing you're going to get, again, is the iPhone Alphabet Masterclass. This is over 70 different videos and how-to guides on how to do things for your basic iPhone, how to communicate better, and how to have better productivity. You're also going to get the iPhone Alphabet Search app, where there's going to be an app on your iPhone. You press the app, it brings up the iPhone alphabet, it allows you to search through the entire alphabet and get answers to what you're looking for. The total value of this is $1,790, $1,790, excuse me. Now, the third thing, everyone, you're going to get is you're going to get new iPhone or iOS updates. So, new iPhone coming out, or is there a new iOS coming out? We're automatically going to update the alphabet with all the hidden features and tips and tricks so you don't have to go and find them on your own. That way, you know when you get a new phone, you already have the alphabet, which will give you answers to all your questions and show you all the things that are so cool. So you're going to get new iPhone or iOS updates. Here's how this works. Step number 1, you're going to open the iPhone alphabet, the app. Number 2, you're going to go to New Phone Updates section. Number 3, you're going to read the section for the updates. And number 4, you're going to jump right into the videos, whether it be basic communication or productivity, that are going to show you how to do the things. They're going to show you how you do fast swipe, how you do instant scroll. And instant scroll I'm actually going to show you here in a little bit, but they're going to show you how to do those things. And for any new iPhones or iOS, we're going to update it for you. Again, guys, it took me 7 years and over 14,000 hours with a phone in my hand to compile all this information. If you held your phone for 14,000 hours, you'd probably get arthritis, and I'm lucky that I don't have arthritis yet, or at all. It will make your iPhone experiences so much better and allow you even more confidence than you already have. And number 3, plus, you can rest assured in case of any phone updates, we will update the alphabet. So here's what you're going to get, everyone. You're going to get the iPhone Alphabet Masterclass. You're going to get the iPhone Alphabet Search app. And you're going to get the new iPhone or iOS updates to the alphabet. In total, everyone, this value is about $2,039. The fourth thing you're going to get is you're going to get the new iPhone Quick Start Guide. One of the number 1 questions I get from people is, how do you back up your old iPhone and transfer it to a new iPhone? We show you exactly how to do it in a way where your information is safe, that your information is protected. Again, I told you the story earlier of how I was worried. I went through the process of doing it. I know how to do it, and I'll make sure that you have a quick start guide that will show you exactly how to do it. So step number 1, you're going to back it up to iCloud. Step number 2, you're going to ensure all the data is currently backed up. Step number 3, you're going to start this transfer process. And step number 4, it's going to be done in about 30 minutes. And I'm going to walk you through the whole thing with this quick start guide. Guys, don't go through the pain of losing precious data and files on your phone when upgrading. I've gone through it and it sucks. And to be honest, the videos on YouTube that talk about it are dated. They're old, and you could lose information simply by following those older videos on YouTube. So don't go through it. So here's what you're going to get today. You're going to get the iPhone Alphabet Masterclass. You're going to get the iPhone Alphabet Search app. You're going to get the new iPhone or iOS updates to the alphabet, as well as you're going to get the new iPhone Quick Start Guide, $1,534. Now, everyone, if all this masterclass and tools did were give you some precious with your kids because you knew how to properly use your device, would those memories be worth $25, $30, $40 to you? Would those precious memories, like my grandmother had, FaceTiming the kids, would that be worth $25, $30, $40 to you? Or I'll put it on the other perspective, what is being miscommunicated on social media worth to you? Making sure that you aren't misinterpreting or miscommunicating on social media. We have guides to make sure inside the iPhone alphabet that you do not miscommunicate and you understand everything. What would that be worth to you? Now, I'm not going to charge you $2,534 at all, but if I did charge you that, and all it did was gave you the peace of mind knowing you're prepared for the digital age we are in that is more relevant right now than ever and have a place to get answers. If all it did was gave you confidence using your device and having more fun with your kids, friends, and family through text messages, through FaceTimes, group FaceTimes, all that fun stuff. If all this did was made you realize you could do more on your phone than you imagined, Would that be worth the $2,534? Now, everyone, I had two choices here at the end of the day. I could have gone as cheap as possible and tried to sell as many of these as possible. But the real problem with that is I can't stack on the value for you. I can't give you as much value as possible. And so I decided to go with the second option, which obviously is a bit higher investment on your side. But in exchange for that, my team and I can dedicate more time, more energy, and more resources to make sure you're successful and you're satisfied. What would the end result of being confident on your iPhone or knowing all of the tips and tricks be worth to you? Increasing 40% in speed, increasing your battery percent by 20%, knowing that you're confident and you know how to do everything on your phone, getting all the hidden tips and tricks. What would that be worth to you, assuming that you're going to be using an iPhone 4 or 5 years from now? I know I am. The total value of all this is $2,534, everyone, but I want to give you a special deal. I am actively building this out right now. And since you're in my first group of 10 people to train, I want to give you the course for half off. I want to give you everything I just told you for half off of what it would retail be. If you get in now, you'll not only get the course for half price, but you'll also get to take part in a group coaching session. So I will personally teach it to you and make sure you answer any questions you have live. Make sure you understand everything. It's going to be live just like this, where I'm going to be teaching you the entire alphabet step by step and all of the frameworks inside. And I'll answer any questions for you right then and right there. At the end of the day, everyone, I'm going to give you something better than a refund. I could have done 100% satisfaction guarantee, but I wanted to do something better since you're in this first group of 10. I'll charge you $1 today, but you won't get charged the full price until 48 hours after the live coaching session. So if you go through the coaching session and you're not satisfied, you think this isn't what I signed up for, although I don't expect it, and the people I've already helped, I don't think that I would have learned that by now. But if it's you, I will cancel the payment. You will not have to pay anything. You will have paid $1 and you will have gotten everything for free, which is way better than a refund and having to pay full price right now. Now, on the flip side of that, everyone, if you're 100% in and you don't care about the refund guarantee, you can get a half off discount by signing up today. Everyone, the training is $1 with a guarantee, then $599 or $249 today. All you have to do is click the button below or sign up here. You actually can't click this button, but you're going to click this button right here. And I realize that this is not $249. 50% off would be $299. So you'll have to excuse me as I actually go in and edit this live. So it is $1 with the guarantee, then $599 or $299 today for the entire iPhone Alphabet Masterclass. You can visit www.bit.ly/iPhoneABCsBuy. That is all you need to go to reserve your training. www.bit.ly/iPhoneABCsBuy. And when you buy today, I'm going to include 3 really special bonuses for you all. I did not have time to list out these bonuses in depth, but I want to list them out for you right now. So here is the deal, everyone. These 3 bonuses are what it is you're going to get live text message support for 1 year. That's the first bonus you're going to get. So you're going to get literally text support. You text the tech support, you say, hey, I don't know how to do this, and we text you back within just a few hours and give you an answer to whatever it is you have a question about. So this is live text message support. When you purchase today, you're going to get that for 1 year, where if you have any questions, we are there for you to answer them. That is a $9.95 value, bringing our total value up now to $35.29 in total. Everyone, the second bonus I'm going to give you is a text message template. This template is going to walk through iMessage in depth. It's going to say, hey, you want to play a game with someone? Here's ABC, how you do it. Hey, you want to put your face as a giraffe? Here's ABC, how you do it. Hey, you want to share a recipe with a friend where you were just talking about it? Hey, here's ABC, how you do it. Again, we've broken it up into these really 3 easy categories, and the text message template is going to make iMessage even easier to use. So that's the second bonus you're going to get. It's about $149 value. And so the total value today is $3,678. Again, you can pay $1 right now and then get a guarantee that you're satisfied and pay $5.99 after the training, which is next Monday. I'm going to train you live next Monday. Or you can get half off, pay $299 today, and lock it in if you're completely bought in. Now, the final bonus I'm going to give you is my favorite filter pack. So I have put together some awesome Snapchat and Instagram face filters that make your face look all wild. And I've put together my favorites for you. That way you can wow your kids, friends, all, you know, your friends when you're communicating and that kind of stuff. So I'm going to give you the favorite filter pack as well. So again, just so you're aware and you see everything you are getting when you sign up to this today, you are getting the iPhone Alphabet Masterclass. You're getting the iPhone Alphabet Search app. You're getting new iPhone or iOS updates to the Alphabet. You're getting the new iPhone Quick Start Guide. Bonus number 1, you're getting live text message support for 1 year, okay? Number 2, the bonus. You're going to get bonus number 2, text message templates. It's going to make you a master at iMessage. And bonus number 3, you're going to get my favorite filters. The ones that make you look funny, that make your kids laugh, that makes your friends laugh, makes you laugh, and it makes you look kind of cool. The total value of everything you sign up today is $3,827. That is the total value we have. Everyone, you can reserve your training right now for just $1 with the guarantee, then $599 1 week after, 2 days after the training. So we train live next Monday. You put $1 down today. And if you were satisfied, then we charge you right after the full price, $5.99. Or if you weren't, you just email me, let me know, hey, I wasn't satisfied. I'll cancel the charge. Or if you're completely bought in today, you want to jump on this, it's $299 today, 50% off, regularly $5.99. To get started and sign up for the iPhone Alphabet Masterclass, simply visit www.bit.ly/iPhoneABCsBuy. Again, that's www.bit.ly/iPhoneABCsBuy. bit.ly/iPhoneABCsBuy. That is where you reserve this training today. Now, everyone, since you made it through this entire web class, and I'm so grateful for everyone who is watching, I'm going to show you the hyper scroll feature. This stuff is so cool. I freaking love when I found this out. I actually found this out about 3 months ago, and it changed the way I use my mail, changed the way I use my messages, changed all that. Here is what you do. Okay, here we have my text messages. You see the little scrolly bar. You see the little scrolly bar right? You see that little scrolly bar right there? How it's scrolling? Your little scrolly bar right there. Here's what you want to do. Here's what you want to do. You're going to put your finger on it, and you're going to feel the phone give you a little like boop. So you put your finger on it, you scroll a little bit, put your finger on it, and boom. Hyper scroll. What? Crazy. Just like that. That's how you do it. All you do is you scroll a little bit, you put your finger on. This works for messages. This works for, doesn't work for Facebook. I checked Facebook. They took off your scroller. But it works for almost every app that has a scroll, so you can use that to do it. Again, everyone, thank you so much for watching this web class tonight. I'm so grateful that you spent some time with me. I hope you learned something, became a little more confident in your abilities to use your iPhone. Know that it doesn't matter what technology you have, and that this is really the easiest way to become a master with your iPhone. Again, it's $1 today, then $5.99 next Tuesday. We're going to do the live training next Monday where I answer any of your questions. Or it's $2.99 today, $299 today. You can get it for half price. Everyone, to sign up right now, click the button below or sign up by going to www.bit.ly/iPhoneABCsBuy. iPhone ABCs by iPhone ABCSBUY. That is the training. I am so grateful that you all were here with me today. And if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Please, if you are wanting to go reserve the training, go take the guarantee. It's a no-brainer. If you didn't feel like you got the value, I'm not going to charge you the whole amount. I'll only charge you $1. Then you email me after the training live next Monday, and I will cancel the charge for you. Or if you're bought in, you're ready to go, you can get it for half price today, just $300. So that is it. I'm so grateful that you all attended with me tonight, and I hope you take advantage of this offer, and your best success is yet to come, especially on the iPhone. I'm so excited to help you all out and look forward to it. Thanks, everyone. Talk very soon.